Have you ever been around someone who's super negative and you're like, get me out of here? Have you ever been the negative person who is repelling other people and they don't want to hang out with you? You probably wouldn't notice if this was the case, but being around negative people sucks. And interestingly, we can live in the prison of our mind of negativity. I love this quote I found this week. It's by Vernon Howard, and he says, "You cannot escape a prison if you don't know you're in one." Oh, that's a mic dropper. That's what we're going to talk about this week on Max Potential Habits, the Try a Negativity Detox to Be Higher Vibe episode. If it's your first time here, I'm Dr. Amanda. My company is NFA Coaching, and I am the host of the Max Potential Habits podcast, where every week you get tips, tools, inspirational interviews, actionable strategies, things to help you optimize your habits so you can thrive in your life and business, so you can 10x it, have the freedom to create what you want because you feel like you have a magic wand to get where you want to go. That is set up by your thoughts and your habits. And negativity is a killer of being high vibe. So why is high vibe important? High vibe is important because it raises your frequency and your ability to attract what you want to attract into your life. Oprah says, "I know for sure what we dwell on is who we become." And we all know if Oprah says it, it's true. I love Oprah. When I was a little kid, my mom used to watch a lot of Oprah, and I would sit with her and watch. And I remember when she had the big giveaways, like she'd give away cars and houses and all kinds of cool stuff. I was like, I want to be like Oprah. That is freaking awesome. And it was one of my favorite shows to watch because we watched a lot of soap operas, which were really negative and dramatic, and then we'd also watch Oprah, and I was like, I love Oprah. So I had this big dream of being like Oprah. So here I am sharing my wealth of knowledge with the world, and I can't wait until my business is rolling in the millions so that I can give away houses and give away cars. Right now, what I would do if I was a multi-millionaire is I would get on GoFundMe and I would find 10 people to pay their rent for the month anonymously, and just, I mean, that's a life changer for people. So that's something I'm really inspired to do, and Oprah was the impetus for me thinking that way. And here's the thing. If we think about the prison of our mind, we can either focus on things like that, where we get to go, oh, what kind of impact do I get to make in the world? Yes, what kind of people do I get to help? Or we can focus on the really negative aspects of life, and we can constantly be plugged into toxicity that's keeping us low vibe. So when you're low vibe, you're in a place of grief, pain, suffering. You're thinking about shame and guilt and doubt and fear, and it might not even be noticeable to you because you're in the prison of your own mind. Maybe it's such a habit for you to focus on the negative that you don't even notice it anymore. So you need to learn to escape the prison of your mind and learn that you're actually in one. I had really cool sessions with a client, and we talked about a strategy to help him open the prison doors of his mind and step outside of it, because we can get addicted to negativity and feeling like crap. I think of negativity as a crap magnet. So if you're being in a negative space and thinking negative thoughts, then you are going to feel crappy, which attracts more crap to you. I call it a shitstorm coming your way. And who wants that, right? So worry is like a crap magnet. Fear, crap magnet. Negativity, crap magnet. We don't want to be a magnet for crap. We want to be a magnet for high vibe awesomeness so we can make a huge impact in the world, whatever that looks like to you. Freedom is you creating meaning out of your life, knowing what it is that you want and creating that meaning, having a huge impact and a huge income to have the freedom to do whatever it is you want. That does not happen for people who are stuck in a victim-minded, negative, horrible space. So if this is you, maybe you're not stuck in it all the time, but I want you to start to notice your negative thoughts. And it's okay, we all have them. No one can stay positive, high vibe at all points in time. If they say they are, they're full of crap. That's not true. But you can train your brain to quickly shift out of negativity, to quickly shift to see the upside, to quickly shift to look for the possibilities, look for the opportunities, look for the gold in every situation. Successful people train their mindset. It becomes a habit to look for the upside. So I like to think of this as you being a person who's going, okay, yeah, sometimes I fall down, but what is that falling down giving me? It's giving me opportunity to grow, to learn, to get better, to understand myself more, instead of going, I fell down and I failed, right? So failure is just a perspective. And I've released stuff talking about how pain is necessary for growth. And, I've gotten some pushback on that. I'm like, awesome, pushback is great because let's expand our perspectives. To me, it's a perspective. Pain is a perspective, right? So when we say quote unquote pain, you could look at the pain as a bad negative thing and avoid it and never grow, or you could look at the pain as a challenge that's on the way to your growth, that's on the way to your evolution, that's on the way to you being a badass, awesome person in the world who loves what you do and shares that with other people. Right? So it's a perspective, and negativity is just a habit that you've developed over time. We all are animals, right? So we live by the pleasure pain principle. You've heard me talk about this before. We seek pleasure, avoid pain. And in that, part of our survival wiring is a negativity bias. We actually remember negative things that happen to us 8 times more easily than positive things. That's pretty intense. So you've actually got to train your brain in the direction of seeing the upside. You've got to train your brain in the direction of positivity. And this isn't one of those things like, I don't have that perspective of just say positive things all the time and your life will be magically amazing. You're actually rewiring your brain to see things from a new perspective. You're up-leveling your mindset so that you become a master of your mindset. There's always going to be perceived negative stimuli in your life, but how you perceive it and what you do with it is what really matters. So today, for a negativity detox, and I want you to try this out this week, I want you, number 1, to completely unplug from the news. If this freaks you out, you really need to do it. People laugh at me and think I'm amazing at the same time because I have not watched the news since Trump was elected. I literally have read maybe 2 news articles. Yeah, it makes me somewhat uneducated in that area, but it's by choice. I choose to unplug because I saw all the negativity that was going on around me in my social circles, whatever your political affiliation is, it doesn't matter. But the news is geared toward super negative content. So if you're getting up in the morning and watching the news, that's setting the stage for the day. If you're going to bed at night and watching the news, that's setting the stage for your dream life. It's like feeding yourself with constant negativity. There's a few cool news channels that are just devoted to positive news. One is called Upworthy. Upworthy.com, really cool. They only broadcast positive news. Check that out. But just try unplugging for a week. Nothing is going to happen where you're going to die if you don't know what's happening. I just want you to see how it feels different in your being to unplug from the negative news that's going on around you. Just try it out. You'll be amazed. Number 2, notice your negative thought habit and redirect immediately. So don't beat yourself up when you're like, oh, I'm being negative again, because that's you being negative about being negative. Just go, oh, I'm being negative, let's redirect. And here's a really fun mantra you can use to redirect. So notice your negative thought or your negativity and go, okay, I choose to see the upside of life because I am lucky and always winning. Just saying that statement makes you feel better. You're like, yeah, I'm high vibe because I'm always lucky. I'm lucky and always winning. Who doesn't want to feel that way? So try it out. And number 3, be the light and uplift those around you. It is a choice to tap in and plug into the negativity or to be the light and uplift those around you. If you know you're going into a negative situation, have a predetermined or preventative statement you're going to say, like, hey guys, let's focus on the positive, or hey, let's shift it in this direction. You can do it. Be a light in the world, uplift your thoughts, empower your mindset. I'll see you next round.